Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous class, as we have discussed about the cellular diversity, today we will be discussing the concept of types of organism. So let's start with the main concept. Under the main heading types of organism, we will study various subparts like first one, the number of cells, or you can say the types of organisms on the basis of number of cell. Secondly, we will discuss about the types of organism on the basis of nucleus, and the third one, the types of organism based on the differentiation. So let's start with the concept. So as you know student, regardless of body size, as in the previous class I have discussed that either elephant is bigger in size and ant is small in size. So it means regardless of size of organisms, every organism is made up of cell. So now we are going to study about the first type of organism on the basis of number of cell. So let's start with the first one, which is on the basis of number of cells. So dear, on the basis of number of cells, organism basically they are of three type. One is the unicellular organism, one is the multicellular organism, and the third one is the oligocellular organism. So first one is the unicellular organisms. The second one is the multicellular organisms. And the third type is the oligocellular organisms. Okay, so as you know, again, unicellular organism. So unicellular is composed of two words, uni plus cellular, and uni means the single and cellular means made up of cell. So what is the meaning of unicellular organism? The organism which are made up of only single type of cell, or you can say the organisms which are made up of only one type of cell. While in case of multicellular organism, as you can see here, again it is composed of two words, multi and cellular. Multi means many and cellular again means composed of cell. So multicellular organisms are the organisms which are composed of more than one type of cell. So unicellular, first one, made up of single cell. Okay, multicellular, as the name indicates, made up of more than one types of cell. Oligocellular, actually multicellular and oligocellular. Oligo, you can say it's a part of multicellular. Oligo means few. So the organism which are made up of few cells, they are the oligocellular organisms. So made up of few cells. Okay, so what are the example of all three organisms? First one is the unicellular like amoeba, paramecium. Okay, multicellular like plants, plant cell, animal cell, and oligocellular like Pandorina. So these are the basic differences between the unicellular, multicellular organism and oligocellular organism. So now the question arises that what are the main differences between unicellular and multicellular organism? Two differences we have studied. What is the other difference? And the third difference is the division of labor. तो डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर का स्टूडेंट मीनिंग क्या होता है? लेबर वर्क करना, डिवीजन मीन्स डिवाइड करके, मीन्स क्या हुआ? इफ अ टास्क इज डिवाइडेड इनटू डिफरेंट पार्ट, ओके, एक टास्क को डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना और उसको आइदर सिंगल सेल या तो परफॉर्म करेगा और नंबर ऑफ सेल, और यू कैन से या तो एक सिंगल लेबर वर्क करेगी उस टास्क को कंप्लीट करने के लिए, और या फिर नंबर ऑफ लेबर वर्क करेंगे. सपोज इफ वी कंसीडर द एग्जांपल ऑफ ए बिल्डिंग, okay, then to build one complete building, number of laborer will work to complete the instruction of that construction of that building. In the similar way, if division of labor is performed within the single cell, तो single cell में division of labor क्या होगा? In between cell organelles. सेल ऑर्गेनेलीज क्या होती हैं? दे आर द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द सेल, एज यू हैव स्टडीड इन योर क्लास 8th ऑल्सो, लाइक माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, राइबोसोम्स, लाइजोसोम्स, दीज आर द सेल ऑर्गेनेली. तो डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर यूनिसेलुलर में कैसे होगा? इन बिटवीन द सेल ऑर्गेनेलीज ऑफ ए सिंगल सेल. And multicellular, we know it is made up of more than one type of cell. तो division of labor यहाँ कैसे होगा? Different cell perform different function. ओके, तो डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर यहाँ क्या होगा? अभी मैंने आपको बिल्डिंग का एग्जांपल दिया था. हेयर वन लेबर इज वर्किंग, ओके, बट हेयर नंबर ऑफ लेबर they are working to construct a building. So here different cell they will perform different function. तो यहाँ अगर हम स्पेशलाइजेशन की बात करते हैं तो यूनिसेलुलर क्या होते हैं? They are less specialized. Less specialized का मीनिंग क्या हुआ? Because only single cell will perform all the function, but they are highly specialized. Highly, why they are highly specialized? Because different cell will perform the different function. And the next one is unicellular. They are microscopic. Okay, they are microscopic in nature, or you can say they are extremely small. They can't be seen with the naked eye. But multicellular organism, they can be easily seen with our naked eyes. Okay, so unicellular, like example we have studied amoeba and paramecium. Multicellular like plant cell and animal cell. So this was the first type of organism on the basis of number of cell. Now let's start with the another. Now let us start with the second, that on the basis of nature of the nucleus. So on the basis of nature of nucleus, organism they are basically of two type. One is the prokaryotic cell and the second one is the eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic is again composed of two words, pro plus karyon. Pro means before and karyon means nuclear. In the nucleus, in the similar way, U means true and karyon means again the nucleus. So what are the prokaryotic cell? Prokaryotic cells or the organism. Here you can also write prokaryotic cell or prokaryotes, or you can write it as prokaryotes. Okay, if you will talk about cell, then you will start it with the cell, and if you will talk about the prokaryotes, then if you will write down the point, you will start it as the organisms. Okay, if we talk about cell, then you will say the cell. So what are the prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are the organism in which there is present, or you can say which do not have an undefined nucleus. So nuclear material is undefined, having no न्यूक्लियस. तो मैंने आपको कहा प्रो का मीनिंग होता है बिफोर, तो न्यूक्लियर मटेरियल जो होता है वो क्लियरली डिफाइंड नहीं होता, हैविंग नो न्यूक्लियस. तो इन दैट केस हम क्या कहते हैं, तो यहाँ न्यूक्लियस नहीं होगा. इन दिस केस क्या प्रेजेंट होता है, न्यूक्लियोइड. वाइल एज इफ वी टॉक अबाउट यूकैरियोट्स देन यू मीन्स ट्रू. तो यूकैरियोट्स के केस में क्या होगा, ट्रू न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट होता है. तो अगर न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट है तो न्यूक्लियस के बाहर की जो मेम्ब्रेन होती है, आउटर मेम्ब्रेन, विच इज कॉल्ड द न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, तो वो भी क्या होती है, यहाँ टोटली प्रेजेंट होती है. देन जो प्रोकैरियोट्स का साइज होता है वो होता है 1 to 10 माइक्रोमीटर. अब 1 माइक्रोमीटर जो होता है वो किसके इक्वल होता है, 10⁻⁻⁶ मीटर के. ओके, तो साइज प्रोकैरियोट्स का होता है 1 to 10 माइक्रोमीटर और यूकैरियोट्स का साइज होता है 5 to 100 माइक्रोमीटर. एंड इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द क्रोमोसोम, तो प्रोकैरियोट्स में सिंगल क्रोमोसोम प्रेजेंट होता है, बट यूकैरियोट्स में देखो न्यूक्लियस है, तो हमने क्या कहा, दे हैव मोर देन वन टाइप ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स. अब प्रोकैरियोट्स के अंदर हमने कहा कि अगर न्यूक्लियस नहीं है तो न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन भी नहीं है, तो यहाँ क्या होगा कि जो मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेलीज होती हैं, एज यू आर स्टडीड इन क्लास 8th ऑल्सो, मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेलीज कौन सी होती हैं, लाइक द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, द प्लास्टिड्स. तो ये मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेलीज भी एब्सेंट होती हैं इन केस ऑफ प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल. And as we are saying that कि eukaryotes they have well defined nuclear membrane, तो membrane bound organelles जो होती हैं like the mitochondria and plastid, they are present in the eukaryotic cell. Next, अब prokaryotes के अंदर हमने कहा न्यूक्लियस नहीं है, तो डिवीजन कैसे होगी, as like fission का मतलब होता है कि वन ऑर्गेनिज्म का 1 से 2 में भी डिवाइड होना, और आइदर वन ऑर्गेनिज्म डिवाइडेड इनटू मोर देन 2. Okay, later in class 10 you will study the types of fission. Binary fission means when the one organism divides to form the two, and multiple fission when the one organism divides to form number of organism. And fragmentation का मीनिंग क्या होता है, एक स्मॉल फ्रेगमेंट से कंप्लीट होल न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म की फॉर्मेशन होना. तो यूनिसेलुलर in this way they divide, prokaryotes, here the cell division occurs through the fission and fragmentation, while in case of eukaryotic cell, as the nucleus is present, as the cell they have well defined nucleus, so their cell divide by mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis और meiosis, mitosis में क्या होता है, क्रोमोसोम का जो नंबर होता है, हमने कहा था या मोर देन 1 होती है तो मोर हो जाता है, और मियोसिस में क्या हो जाता है, या तो इक्वल रहता है या हाफ हो जाता है. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द एग्जांपल्स, तो बैक्टीरिया, एज यू कैन सी हियर, बैक्टीरिया and also blue green algae, these are the examples of prokaryotes. And if we talk about eukaryotes organism, then you can see here plant cell, animal cell, they are the examples of eukaryotes. So now let's start with the third one. So third one is on the basis of level of differentiation. तो डिफ्रेंशिएशन का मीनिंग होता है डिवाइड होना. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डिफ्रेंशिएशन ऑर्गेनिज्म और द सेल, बेसिकली इफ वी टॉक अबाउट हियर, वी टॉक अबाउट द टाइप्स ऑफ सेल ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ differentiation. So first type is the undifferentiated cells. Undifferentiated cells क्या होती हैं, differentiate का मीनिंग होता है डिवाइड होना, और undifferentiate, ओके, तो undifferentiate cells क्या होती हैं, the cells which have the ability to divide. Okay, those cells are known as the undifferentiated cell. And like if we talk about the plant, then there is present meristematic cell in the plant. Plants के अंदर cells होते हैं meristematic, जिनकी ability होती है continuously divide करने की. Then those cells are known as the undifferentiated cell. Okay, And if we talk about the animals, then in animal cell, stem cells are the example of undifferentiated cell. Second is the differentiated cell. डिफ्रेंशिएटेड सेल्स कौन से होती हैं? जो कंप्लीटली डिफ्रेंशिएट हो जाती हैं, मीन्स विच लॉस्ट देयर एबिलिटी टू डिवाइड. Okay, those cells are known as the differentiated cell, and if as they have lost their ability to divide, means they perform specific function. Like if we talk about the muscle cell, तो muscle cells क्या करती हैं? Muscle cell have the specific function of movement. Okay, so differentiated cell, and the third one is the de-differentiated cell. De-differentiated, D plus differentiated means the differentiated cell which have lost the ability of division, they again come back to their dividing state when required. Means requirement के behalf पे again वो cell क्या हो जाती हैं? They start dividing. Okay, that type of cell is known as the de-differentiated cell. Example, healing of wound. आपकी जो वाउंड हीलिंग होती है, दैट इन दैट केस जो सेल्स होते हैं, दे आर द डी डिफ्रेंशिएटेड सेल. सो अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, इन द अनडिफ्रेंशिएटेड सेल, cells they have the ability to divide. De-differentiated cells lost their ability to divide, while in de-differentiated cell, the cell which have lost their ability to divide, they again comes to their dividing state when required. Okay, so let's take a recap. Today we have discussed the type of cells, okay, on the basis of you may can say that there are three categories to divide the organism. First category, in the first category on the basis of number of cell. In the second, we have discussed the types of organism on the basis of nature of nucleus, one prokaryotes and the second one was eukaryote. And finally, we have discussed the third type, which is on the basis of level of differentiation. So hope you have learnt a lot. Keep watching, keep listening. Thank you so much.